Anzac Day is one of the most important days in the Australian calendar, and lucky for us, we're in the nation's capital. And what better way for us to pay our respects by going to the dawn service at the War Memorial.
Well, to be in Canberra on Anzac Day was a real treat. It was just, I mean, it's always moving wherever you are, but it was particularly moving for me to hear the stories. They were recounting stories of soldiers that had been to war and written back to their loved ones, and just hearing, talking about their unborn children that they may not get to see, and their loved ones that they just wanted to have that final contact with. It really got me thinking, like, I've got a little boy now, and I just thought, putting yourself in their shoes, sending your boy off to war and just not knowing what's going to happen, it really makes you reflect on everything about your life and how lucky we are to have the freedom that we have.
I mean, the silence there in the morning was something I think you'd struggle to find anywhere else. The magnitude of the whole ceremony became just bigger than you'll find anywhere else because of where we were, I think. I can't put it down to anything else. When you ask a crowd to be quiet, the sound of people saying, shh, ends up being like a roar. But there was just dead silence there, and it wasn't for a minute. It was for a long time. And you could see the shadows of the bugler up on the top of the War Memorial. And, you know, it was just, I think, an experience for everyone that was there that was bigger than they expected. Everyone was in awe. It was a special moment.
Visiting our nation's capital, Canberra, is really interesting at any time of year. But if you happen to find yourself here on Anzac Day, you're in for a treat.
Placing yourself between the Australian War Memorial and Parliament House for an Anzac Day service is something that you're just going to carry with you for the rest of your life. I think the way the day laid out could have been one of those days that anyone would say, nah, I'm just going to stay in bed. It was raining, it was windy, it was borderline cold, and once you added the three of them together, it was dead set miserable. But it was Anzac Day, and we'd turned up there to watch that march, and that was about giving thanks to those blokes that have gone and done the tough job, and they had to go and do it when it rained, and they had to go and do it when it was cold. And so for anyone to sort of back out because of the weather would have been the wrong thing to do. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good.
What are you doing here at Anzac Day in Canberra, mate?
Well, part of the Scouts, our job is to organise all the kids for the placards.
So as the parade comes through and we can see the placard with what unit the people were from?
Yeah.
They're your Scouts that are doing it?
Yeah.
Top
That's
job,
it,
mate.
yeah.
So what's your involvement in all of this?
Well, through my father and my grandfather, and then all the people. I was born out of Glen Innes, and so since 1948 I've been riding in parades and Anzac services, ceremonies.
Celebrating Anzac Day in Canberra is something that every Australian should do. So while I stick around here, Angie's gone back to the park to check out the Oz Classic from New Age.